Hello, welcome back to Genshin. We are trying to finish this quest. So, we are gonna have to do a part of this other quest first. Because that's always the case. There's always some other quest that's in the area of the quest that I want to go to. Because, of course, we don't actually have to go do that quest. We just have to start it so that it'll let us access the quest we actually want to do. Another thing to note is my dog shit god luck. I was wishing one at a time.
Which is exactly why I took the position.
On the banner to try and get the cat girl. Because I figured I didn't feel like doing 10 wishes. I didn't know if I was even going to have enough to do 10 wishes. So I just did one at a time. Everything can be fun and happy and good. And instead of getting the cat girl on what was like maybe the 14th, 15th wish that I've done, and I said the next purple, I'm done. Instead of getting I got, or any purple, I got Yay Mika, fucking 5-star, which is like, yeah, cool. I was like, she's cool. Kind of wanted her anyway. Finally, another lightning other than Lisa, and I like her abilities. They're really going to be useful. But, god damn it, the cat girl. Now instead, I'm just going to have to save up for something else, which is fine. Just going to save up for another banner. I'm just kind of a little peeved that I have such dog shit luck that it would rather give me the 5-star than the cat girl. And this also means that it's not going to give me the 5-star that I want when the actual banner comes out for the 5-star that I want. Which means I'm going to have to either really get back to grinding Genshin so that I can get enough wishes to at least get one, or I'm going to have to give up. Because I refuse to pay. Not that I have anything against anyone who wants to pay, it's just A, that's money. And B, I like playing games free to play. I just enjoy it.
Your voice down.
Tainari, everything's spinning. Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her.
Yeah, die, toddler.
I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tainari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tainari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
I knew that was going to be the case.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so. Got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
He's fine.
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest. But I only said that to comfort him.
What?
His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them.
Oh.
They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
You have
If
to help
memory
him.
serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidia forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll
I
ask
guess
the
it's our job.
caravans. Go find Kale. Have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Contaminated region. Is that why you two are also here?
Nope.
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different.
True.
The
He
only
probably would
thing
have
they
just
have in
died.
common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidia forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right, let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Okay, let's see if we can. Not yet. No, it's. Yeah, it's this one. So. We might have to do this whole quest. I'm not sure. But we shall see, we shall see. Why are all of the kids just jumping up and down?
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull together more to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts? How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me. Fine. The thief that stole our parts was a huge mechanical crab.
Oh, I love this development.
The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere.
Hell yeah, it's crab killing time.
Ran away.
Let's eat them. I guess they're metal, so we can't eat them.
Let's
eat them anyway.
Was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right, we'll go and have a word.
Let's go and have a word.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. Turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
Interesting.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest. So instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Okay.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on. Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from?
I wouldn't doubt it if it was
Salaries even got slashed because of it.
something they did anyway.
Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things, or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient method, but it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We
Hell
don't need
yeah.
anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
Okay, now I'm kind of crabbed. I'm kind of hyped to see this crab. I'm crabbed to see this hype.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay, we'll start from here and have the sumpter beast with the components on board lead the way. This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The sumpter beast went ahead.
Aw, I can't ride it.
Keep up with it.
That's disappointing.
Huh? Why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled.
All right, it's moving again.
Eee. Oh, it's one of them, but it looks real nice and fancy.
Ah! Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about? It's charging straight at us!
It looks strong. Be careful.
Let's beat it up.
Here you are.
I wouldn't call it strong. Definitely not weak, but definitely weaker than I'm used to from these crabs. But that kind of makes sense.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan's goods. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Any objections? You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
Ooh.
It reacted.
We can't be certain yet.
It seems more like it
Decided
has a
to do
mind.
simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Paimon gets it now. Does this scuttler understand what you're saying?
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
Yep.
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood?
Hey.
I'm not sure. But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even.
We are even.
Oh, and before we go, just a reminder. The forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
But what about the crab? I don't care about a toddler. I want to help the crab. I wish to be with the crab. Kale. How's it going? Still dying?
Hi there, Traveler and Paimon.
Yep.
Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Ooh, he called you imprecise.
Okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
Ooh. And he asked the traveler instead of his assistant to give him a hand? Harsh, harsh.
How is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful.
Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear that I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing, and once they've been done, you'll realize that they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right. You'll do great, Kale.
All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
Hell yeah. Let's get the crab. Crabby boy. Sorry, I know I should be checking to see if the other one is doable yet, but come on. I must crab. I care for nothing else, only crab.
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here. Odd.
Oh, it's still here.
You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidia forest to become like this?
Oh my lord, look how much damage I got taken just in a little fall because of the goddamn cutscene yee nonsense.
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. Oh, it definitely looks different from normal. It's like really creepy and suffocating.
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
How do you know that?
Well, I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal? This flower species is formerly known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known as the leyline lodestar. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of leyline activity in the surrounding area. From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
Interesting.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
The contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of leyline energy, which is probably the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbances. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled.
Leaky ley lines sure can cause a lot of damage, huh?
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding environment. Climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under fixed conditions, they reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies to react in abnormal ways. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they fall ill.
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but he and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt to this kind of change. Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. The only one who can freely traverse this place is probably the mechanical crab. That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something.
Can do, can do.
Environment. No wind. Target parameters. Normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device I made. It can absorb excess ley line energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire region!
No.
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluents, we'll need to tackle the source. That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
It's scarred.
Something's approaching.
Oh,
So that's it.
the alligators.
Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
Misty, leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Yeah, heal everybody. Oh yeah, let's try out this stuff.
Show them. Come on out. Right here, right now.
I really like her E.
Show them.
It's dope.
Whew. That's all of them.
Oh, it's found its people.
Where are you?
Some mechanical jellyfish.
Let's hurry and keep up. The mechanical crab went that way. Let's keep up.
Help! Help!
The process of elimination.
No more games.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy using her with Alhaitham. Lisa wasn't bad, but her lightning doesn't stick around for a while.
Please spare me.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, it's you again.
These injuries are superficial. Don't move. I'll patch you up.
Who are you all? What happened to those mechanical monsters?
It's not the same guy, he just looks the same.
We took care of him.
Oh, good. That's good. It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad guy. It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be. Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other mechanical monsters and kill me.
Oh, hush.
What's inside the forest? It's all crawling with mechanical freaks. I just came here to pick herbs, but I accidentally went into the contaminated region and almost died. I gotta get out of here. Ah, yes. Yes. I have to escape. Be careful. These mechanical life forms are up to no good. It'd be best if you stayed far, far away from them. No wonder the Academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms. Those things should be annihilated.
Are you okay?
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for too long. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. When he gets to the village, someone will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal. So, you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward, huh?
It's so hard to understand.
All right. Regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it? Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you? I wonder. You're like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the inside. And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding, only towards matters related to mechanical components. Help others to get parts, that's probably its thought process. As for why it, rather, its owner, is collecting so many components, I'm not sure. It's getting late. Let's set up camp for the night. We'll explore further tomorrow after a night's rest.
I'm interested.
Hey! Over here! Come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
You talking to me, Tie-Dye? You wanna fight? I'll fight you.
Let's set up camp here.
Alright, Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent. You'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their
Don't call
pits are
Paimon.
relatively dry
Do
and
it.
can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tainari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible.
Of course, and you.
Wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. I'll forage for food. Oh, you found some already.
Hey! Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system. I'll note little things like this, and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really sad.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you.
You gave him the puppy dog eyes.
I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. I'll wake you up later.
Lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so, poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too good, though.
Paimon's getting sleepy. It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This is like when we just started adventuring together. Nighty-night.
Paimon, we never slept outside when we first started. We immediately found Mondstadt, and we're just like, alright, let's go. Don't be lying.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? You have to maintain constant vigilance in dangerous places like this. Yawning all the time like that is no good. If you can't stay awake, it's okay. Go sleep some more. I'm not tired yet. Really? You don't need to push yourself. I'm used to staying up all night, because many plant and animal species can only be observed during nighttime. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went, so you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, So the origin of topics related to mechanical life forms were popular in the Spontamod for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical life form that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows? Maybe the subject will be unbanned in a few years.
Well, the subject itself shouldn't be banned. What should be banned is doing specific types of research. You know, like inhumane types of research. You know, like in reality, where you can't just go cutting open a bunch of animals because you feel like it. Well, at least without a reasonable reason for why you were doing it. And there should be a thorough, look at how people are performing their experiments and not just take them at their word and stuff like that. Because, that's like saying because people have done awful things to progress forward medicine, we should stop researching medicine. It don't make sense. You should put restrictions on what you can and can't do in the process of researching. I don't know, I'm getting too into it.
That's a difficult question to answer. I am interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Veluca Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. Once you start placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions?
There's a lot to unpack there. As far as his train of thought, it makes sense for him. And while I didn't need all of that explaining, it does give some background on his lore and stuff, so that's understandable. But what do you mean? You can't start placing yourself above other life forms. You actually can. Doesn't mean it's right, but it's very easy to be like, yeah, objectively speaking, humans are better than 90% in a general use case, and that's why we're so big and spread out and can kill anything. Doesn't mean we're better in any one aspect or that we're better in general. It just means, objectively speaking, we do what animals do times 2. Not that animals couldn't eventually do it. It's just we're the best equipped to do it as of yet. So saying we couldn't start placing ourselves above them is kind of moronic because it's very easy to do so. But I get he's trying to come from a moral standpoint. But even then, there's nothing morally objectionable by saying you're better than other life forms. The moral part comes when you say you can just do whatever you want to them because you're better than them. Which, in that point, it would be more like, do the research, just don't go to abhorrent means that could just be considered torture unnecessarily. If you have a reason to go poking around at a brain, you can, but make sure there's actually a legitimate reason and you're not just exploring for exploring's sake. That kind of thing. Because in the same vein, you call it desecrating somebody's dead body, but it's what helped us understand a lot of human anatomy, to dissect and do other things to dead bodies of both humans and animals. And a lot of good things have come from impure intentions. You might not want to hear it, but a lot of great, very useful, purely good things have come from people with completely impure intentions because they were smart enough and they got shit done. Doesn't mean it's right, but there's a chance we never would have learned about a lot of stuff if it hadn't happened. So, while I get what you mean, Tainari, you're not really right. You're not 100% wrong. It's more of a 50-50 kind of worldview kind of situation.
Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it? Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right, suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. Leave it with him. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. A quick question. Do you feel off at all? Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent, and you two...
Is there something we can do?
extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right, let's meet back here later. All right, it's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination. As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Oh, I didn't realize we had to fight them.
I need more time.
Right here. Show them. I'm always watching. I must leave no stone unturned.
Heal us, Noel.
I'll catch up. Steady as stone.
Good enough.
Come on out. Emerge. Right here.
The process of elimination.
Boom.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should. Emerge, right here. Steady as stone. Emerge. Right now.
Here you are.
I don't quite understand how her lightning magic works yet, but I still enjoy it, so good enough. Wait, what did I just see? Her bird disappeared.
It stepped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Leyline energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves? We're going in.
All right. Let's go. Ooh. My brain just became big. We can place down Dave's field, her lightning, and attack without haste on. And now we get to use our boy Tainari.
The monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Look alive! Ha! Gloves off!
And shroud! Yeah. I'll uproot you!
Get him.
Leave it all to me.
Alright, heal us up. I feel like I'm still gonna hold to Noelle might not be the best healer, but if you set her up well, she does really damn good. And show it's good enough for me.
Can't see?
Can't see.
What is this?
Leyline energy is spilling out from here.
Hmm.
This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
It's terrible. We have to stop it. Let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere.
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in leyline energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
I ain't leaving you alone, boy.
You're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there's no control unit here, then there must be a trap door somewhere.
The boy knows where to go.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
It's crabbing time. I can feel it in my crab. Oop. Meant to be pressing Z. We're gonna take this with us just in case.
It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
Paimon.
His body is cold.
He's dead.
It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken. Likely from chronic malnourishment.
How do you see his eyes? He's wearing big ass
Perhaps he
goggles.
never got back up. What exactly happened here? Almost forgot about you. Here. This is the last one.
it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is very...
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Tape recording?
Yes. The Spontamod created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Okay, this should do it.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And
Yes,
that
Paimon.
researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
Paimon, you really are dumb. Huh? He literally spelled it out.
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
He's already explained it. Fine, tell me again.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
No.
Of course, age
I guess
can
it
be
makes sense
tricky.
Paimon wouldn't
For a
understand.
while, people,
She's never gone to school.
always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Let's head in.
Look! Paimon found another tape! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from a half a year ago!
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
Let's watch the tape and see what it says.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters?
All right, there you go. Water entered the chela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around.
No, the tape isn't cursed.
Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now.
Ah,
We don't
you
have enough
cursed it.
parts or power to
Alright, it's cursed.
I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died.
Oh.
Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
That's a relevant
After he
issue.
left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
That's true. That's true. Tainari, go kiss your boyfriend.
Let's keep looking around.
Go. Sino's over there. Go kiss. Do it.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. It doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last two tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day.
That didn't sound
In my
good.
recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the third-generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days,
It is what
I'll
it
sell the
is.
failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control.
Shut 'em up, shut 'em up.
Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... Was there any point to it at all?
Oh, sad boy. Your crab is alive. I believe in it.
I'm sorry, Kakata. In the end, I still wasn't able into a true mechanical life form.
I see. So, the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatu's
Head pat
unexpected
redeem.
death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line.
If I get access to redeems, I'll include one just for you.
Damage to the ley lines.
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. To Abatui, for a machine to truly be considered a mechanical life form, it must possess features similar to any other living organism. It should be structured similarly, it must be able to cry and laugh, and it must have the capacity for independent thought. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of as an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak, and yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit, but before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down. Here you are.
Oh. Are you buzzing?
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
This doesn't really feel like a maze, Tainari.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
A sight to behold. Right now, emerge. right here.
Scatter!
There we go.
I hear everything.
Emerge, right now.
Flicker. Deflect.
You shall die, jellyfish. Alright, it's healing time.
As a dutiful maid would.
Big healies for the feelies.
Show them, right here. Emerge.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the leyline extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Carcata. Let's head back.
Yeah, let's go check on the crabby boy. Precious, precious crabby boy. There's no place for the component to go. Sad crab hours.
So, Carcata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Carcata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Carcata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts.
How come every time I end up playing
Can't repair its owner,
Genshin
no
or
matter how hard it tries.
Star Rail, I end up sad?
But the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. Who knows how this thought came to be? but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It
For
might have
real.
been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tighnari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's truly a miracle that it managed to hang on for
Fucking
so
Genshin
long.
and sorrow.
I'm gonna go confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while.
I don't care about the ley line extractor. Fuck that shit. Bitch ass game. Ah! What the fuck? God damn it. Ah! Don't throw away. Now I have another reason not to be.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification devices will handle the rest. Moving on. Those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale. According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will all be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
How about we just
You two should return
keep
first.
Karkata to
I'll take care of
ourselves?
things here.
How about we don't do that?
Although we've stopped the source of the effluence,
Fuck the
ley line
academia.
energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and, then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow.
You know the academia is cringe, China.
Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
Alright. Then... let's go back to Catherine.
I refuse. I want to go see the Krabby Boy. Pat, pat. Pat, pat. Alright, we've pat the crab. We can leave. Now Tainari can go home to his husband. Yes.
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a leyline effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess leyline energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled.
Me too, Paimon. Me too.
Oh, then how about we find Tainari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tainari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh? Alright then, we'll find Tainari tomorrow and tell him not to disassemble Karkata.
The scribes.
How are you feeling? Sleep well?
Dun, 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 dun.
We should go find Tainari. How do you think we should ask him?
In tears, Paimon. You cry, I'll ask him.
Shh, keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect. It can also be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two data sets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
The cry.
Karkata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
Base Tainari moment.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policies...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine, I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontamod. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidia Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world.
Base Tainari. Base.
And Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great!
Yeah.
Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Karkata as a true living being now?
Oh, I thought he made that clear.
The possibility exists is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments.
Poor Kale, she's getting replaced so easily. He doesn't let her help him. He has somebody else to be his assistant now. Alright, now I should be able to continue this.
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you. Huh? What's this little floaty thingy?
Paimon's replacement.
It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! All the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore! It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you.
It's already replaced you in my heart, Paimon.
But you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you. Hmm? I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier. By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Because you're a toddler?
If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support. I'm glad I can rely on you. So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
Yeah.
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
Alright. This is important. Is it in my bag? It's not. I'm depressed. I want it. I want it now. Here, we have this little floaty to replace Paimon for now. Alright. Time to go beat up the Hat Kid. Let's heal up first. She's still here. We just have an array of floaty friends now. Love how this place looks. I know it's to be expected because green is just a color I obsess over, but outside of that, everything just looks great.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city? The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two? Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. This place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone.
Yeah, the Fatui were involved.
Doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support. Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous. Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
Well, yeah, because
The Fatui Harbingers are all
most...
weirdos. So, the doctor being weird is actually normal.
Because most likely, their end goal is to make somebody else into a god. And he's just using this guy as an experimental process to learn about how to do it. Because they probably have their own plan to make somebody else one. Maybe our sister or whatever.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
His obsession is depression.
Prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his. It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation. I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Hell yeah. Let's beat him up.
Time to work. No more no excuse for slacking. Time to fulfill my duty. No slacking off. Let's end this quickly.
How bold.
Look alive! Hi! Right now, right here, right now.
Here you are.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Let's get it on! Ha!
Let's end this quickly.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
The process of elimination.
Leave it all to me.
Let's see.
right now, right here, right now.
I've been enjoying watching you play Street Fighter. But I also know how much you enjoy For Honor.
Right here, right now. I must leave no stone unturned.
Do it. Fight them all. Beat them up.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes.
I'm about to fight the Baladine.
Pattern on the ground seems a
The
little
hat
odd.
guy.
Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
Lord. I don't care about your balls. I want to see the sad boy. Oh, whoops. Gosh darn it.
It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Oh, I didn't realize it was gonna stop.
Emerge, right here. Leave it all to me.
Don't let him move, I'll hate him. Don't let him move. There we go. Keep him from moving, keep him from doing anything. Okay, I see what we're doing. We're doing that, and then we move on. Well, I wish it wouldn't light up and show me what I'm doing, because, you know, figuring out myself could be fun, but... Ah. What the heck? Alright, fall. Oh, I didn't realize I was there.
Here you are.
Steady as stone.
Fortunately for you, I have the perfect duo to crack you open.
Buckle up. Hi. Emerge, right here.
Scatter.
maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
You trying to go that way? Okay. Oh, there he is.
Right here. Emerge. Let's get it on! Hi!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Whoops. Over the edge he goes again. Alright. Okay, that time it actually killed him. Good with me. Huh? Oh. I never look up enough to see that. I feel like their puzzles are either poorly explained or easily understood.
Show them. Right here. Emerge.
It's quite annoying. Because I want a challenging puzzle, but I don't want it to be something that's hard to understand, if that makes sense.
Right here. Leave it all to me. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
We're gonna do that so that they beat up that guy while I do this.
Look alive. Right here.
Here you are. The process of elimination.
Let's get it on. Emerge.
Someone insists I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Mm-hmm. It's a good night should.
here. Emerge. Right.
I'm just gonna say this guy doesn't matter because he's so easy to kill, but he's been kind of just getting pot shots at me. We'll take him out.
I'm always watching. Come on out. So much.
No.
Eternity.
I can't see anything but your crotch, my dude. I'm not happy about it.
Here you are. This isn't good.
No, in fact, this is horrible. Crap. Feed her.
Right now. Right here. Someone needs assistance.
I need you to die, my dude.
Right now. Emerge. Right here. Someone needs assistance.
That guy dead so that we can concentrate on this boy.
Emerge. What a dreadful ending.
Because he's gonna do that, and it's gonna be pain.
No stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Heal up Al-Haytham. Then we can swap back and obliterate him. No. Why is there another one? It's specifically when I'm gonna have trouble doing. Annihilate your little bugs first, I guess. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go with you. Because it should be easy enough to heal up. Oh, I forgot. Claymores annihilate shields. Might not be the best strat, but if I do this on top of it, then I can. How long until this? A minute? Alright, so it's not gonna be something super useful. Corner her, Al-Haytham. Don't let her do nothing. There we go. No. No shield for you. And this is the last one, so we're good. We just gotta get it in the right spot. Nice and big elevator. I mean, it's claustrophobic, but it goes up pretty high. Just nice. If I had to go through like 3 phases of that, I would have been upset.
They must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed. Oh no, what should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis. Are you nervous, Paimon? If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida? Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well. Curious? Curious about what? Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing? Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling. Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Let's see if it lets me use Al-Haytham and the rest of the crew, or if I'm gonna suffer as the traveler. Many things, Peach, many things. But more importantly, Balladeer moment. Wanderer moment. Big Hat Boy moment. Sad Boy moment.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom.
I remember you,
Standing
Boomer,
beside you,
the god of
the
wisdom.
traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late?
No.
The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
Oh, so that's your real name.
This imposing aura. It really feels like a god's.
Alright, we're gonna call him Kuni from now on.
Rises on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this?
All of them.
From a purely technological
You know that, Nahida. All of it.
It's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
He do be looking pretty epic.
There are something. Dishing out compliments at a time like this? But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial.
I have yet to meet a god that craves power.
Everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Oh, good. I get to be Al-Haytham.
Feeble human!
Ah! Ow. Ow.
Right here, right now, emerge.
Insignificant pest!
Get him, Al-Haytham. Beat him up.
The process of elimination.
At my command, you shall fall!
Steady as stone. As a good knight should.
Feeble human!
Oh, you're so weak. I was expecting more from you, Balladeer.
Pest!
Let's get it on!
Right here, right now, right here.
My endless cycle begins! Feeble human!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Insignificant pest!
Can I swap up what's going on, or what's going on here? I don't know. I don't understand.
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Oh, I can.
At my command, you shall fall.
Ow.
Insignificant pest.
Oh, there was a thing. I could have done. Whatever. I'll hit him. Whack his pee-pee.
Feeble human.
You done goofed. Oh, I see how I'm supposed to do this. I've been fighting him wrong this whole time. Fuck.
Insignificant pest.
No more things. Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Well, I'm doomed. Oh, but we're good. Yeah. Oh, he gained legs and he's thick. Let's go.
Tremble. Burn to oblivion.
This isn't working.
Filth.
Leave it up to me. Come on out. Right now.
I'm big confused at what it wants from me right now.
Kneel.
I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up.
Reality is pain.
It's okay, sad boy, I understand. Reality is pain. But that doesn't mean you can just become a god. Oh?
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boor?
Oh. Hell yeah, kill the toddler. Good job, Hat Guy.
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
Oh, she did the thing. She brought him into the Matrix.
We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sabzerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me?
From the beginning.
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Of course he's edgy. He's our edgy little fat boy.
Just like before, allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams. All that battle experience! It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
It's Tainari and Alhaitham. And Sino.
Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
We've become OP.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you.
The fact that you think raw power is what happens in a battle amongst gods is kind of concerning. No strat.
The all-knowing God. You asked for it. Burn to oblivion.
A sight to behold.
Tremble.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Wait, are we taking damage? Oh, we're not taking damage. Oh. Well then, what am I doing? I'm just gonna fuck him up. Get good, my dude.
Reality is pain. You're good riddance, cruel world.
We'll just do a little bit of this. I don't really have any
Right here.
way to hurt those.
Right now.
I can do this. Yeah, because they're in the sky. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to use nahida. There we go.
Your new god awakens!
Oh, Nahida died.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Alright, but I'm Al Haytham and he's immortal. Get good.
Kneel! Here you are.
Stop moving. I know you scared. Just leave it all to me. I got you.
Reality is pain. Here you are.
I fucked him up.
Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
Sad boy. Sad boy.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Oh?
This is... That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Yeah, pouring out for the homie. Now let's see what this lady wanted. Or what her last memory was of.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness? Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this. Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you tell me what you know?
We've learned a lot that you don't know nothing about lately, Nahida. Kinda concerned about your title as God of Wisdom.
Thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger. So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul. Aww. Do you feel sad, Nahida? I'm just
Looked more like a heart attack.
feeling her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
Yeah,
It should be easy
you're pretty far
to keep that mind of
back,
yours clear, Paimon.
but
Let's go.
that's alright. You take it at your own time.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat? That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Flicker. A process of elimination.
Emerge, right here, right now.
Flicker.
I must leave no stone unturned. Look alive! Hi! Emerge, right here.
There we go. Now he's easy to beat. Let's see if we can't just, leave. Let's just ignore him. We'll just ignore him. We'll just ignore him. No. Why can't I latch on? I hate this. Game bad.
Emerge, right now. Leave it up to me.
fight the puppers. They're too hard.
The plan's changed.
Show them. Right here.
Here you are.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Scatter.
Someone needs a
Get him, Noel. Whack their pee-pee.
as a good night show.
Let's get it on. Hi. Right here.
Here you are.
Wait, you're not dead.
Four-leaf sigils have appeared in the sky.
I do not care. I mean, I kind of do, but I wish it had already been there. I didn't want to fight those guys. They suck ass. It's so hard to fight because they just bleed you if they hit you. You fly off the edge, do you die?
Emerge. Right here.
Looks like it.
Leave it all to me.
Good, go off the edge. You first.
Hi. Come on out. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Right now. Lots off. That's great.
It's about. You too. I guess this was to be expected. Doesn't mean I gotta like it.
Right now. Right here.
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Scatter.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Here you are.
Big boy.
should.
Okay, we're good. As long as it doesn't spawn anything else.
Someone needs assistance.
Show them.
Alright, I'll hit some. It is your time to shine. Boom.
We need to find the helm first.
I know, Paimon. You ain't gotta tell me shit.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Judging from the current route, the bolt of consciousness will soon take us out of here.
Yes, but where to? I mean, I know where we're trying to get, but is it actually going to take us there?
We'll be arriving at our destination soon.
What will it be like?
How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
But we're the edgy main character, Paimon.
This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No, it seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
Good job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
She doesn't know. I guess she'll find out soon.
So, is this the place you were talking about?
Oh yeah, this is the place.
The base of Irminsul?
I really like this place. It looks nice. Really, really nice.
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... She looks exactly like me.
Let's go.
Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
She's figuring it out.
That's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form.
What fucking tree? has branches that can tendril into the ground and grow a new tree. I ain't letting that shit slide. What the fuck are you talking about? If I find out that there exists a real life tree where you can just rip off one of its branches, stick it in the ground, and it grows a new tree, I'm just gonna die and leave this world behind, because that's the final straw.
I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara. If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday? Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
You can't grow into a tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom. Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling
They're twinsies.
From
But not
the moment
quite.
I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
I wish you hadn't.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
It's truly the fucking biggest disaster.
long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
No. Dumbass
Thanks to
Paimon.
the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this?
Big grip.
Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
I'm cool with forgetting her. Nahida, let me punt her off the cliff.
You feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom,
I'll punch you off the cliff too.
you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow.
Who's crying? You're crying, I'm not
I
crying.
gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
Oh, she gone.
I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution.
Bad video game.
Saving
Bad.
the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Hey, cured her.
Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
It's a bad game. Yeah.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Merman soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Oh, Paimon forgot too. No, don't inform them. Unfortunately. You know, it's always sadder when they make them completely forget than it is just like to kill off the character.
Huh? That sound. Traveler, Paimon.
I also kind of want Nahida now.
Here far too long, but finally I
She's
have
growing on me.
to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor. What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin.
Of course, there's always a new Fatui behind every corner.
Me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life.
Yeah.
Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment.
Ye bastard.
So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right,
Fair.
that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Oh, fuck
Your
off.
hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Oh shit.
Gamble? How surprising.
She go in sicko mode.
I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know...
Oh my lord, they're so fucking long-winded.
Sure that I've really erased them.
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision!
Sheer
You can't be
foolishness.
serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think that this is the end? Wait, I'll have
Please
wait.
wait. You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this.
Well, have you confirmed that?
Oh, they all seemed probably older than him except that last one.
The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge
It's
drive
kinda
the
interesting.
academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Alright, lore dump me. Oh, they're not gonna share. They're not gonna share. The bastards. With their good story writing and their fucking nonsense.
Okay. Wake him up.
Is it gonna be the boy?
Awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up. Good morning. How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right?
Hell yeah. Sino brought us here. Tainari complained to Sino. We finally recovered after a few days. Tainari and Kale's city cache is turned off. They will no longer rely on it. It's a big change, will certainly affect people's lives.
Come on, Traveler. Let's go.
Let's go. Alright. We can't even like fully complete it because, of course, there's another quest that's in the way. But that's good. Because this is a good place to just cut it. Been going on for 3 hours. Alright. So, I will see you later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.